Today we're diving into a topic: how colleges make admission decisions. With my experience in admissions, where I evaluated applications and helped to process them to streamline the selection process, I can shed some light on what happens behind the scenes. Whether you're applying to a small liberal arts college or a large state university, it can really feel mysterious. But I'm here to clarify it all. So grab a notepad. This info could be your key to acceptance. First thing first, after you hit that submit button, your application, it doesn't just disappear, right? It enters the university's admission system. Your application is stored into an electronic file, and as your test scores, your transcripts, and like your recommendation letters come in, they're added to your file. So if something is missing, especially if it's really important towards your decision, the colleges will reach out to you and ask for that information before the deadline. So keep an eye out on your email and ensure all your required documents are submitted. Now, once all the parts of your applications are in, it's time for the admissions team to start sorting. This process can vary depending on the size of the school. At like smaller colleges, the applications might be printed out and placed into your file, right? This is what I did when I was working in admissions, but at larger university, this process is done electronically. They will start by categorizing students into different piles: those who are strong candidates, potential admits, those who need more information, or those who might not meet the standards, as the reject pile. And get this, at some schools, decisions are made as applications come in. Take a note of that. Not at the deadline. That's why it's important to apply early. At large selective universities, though, the process can be a little bit more automated in the early stages. For example, if your GPA or SAT score don't meet the minimum criteria, your application might be automatically denied since they have so many applications. But that's just the first stage. For the other universities, admissions officer will use a more holistic approach in the first stage, meaning they're looking at more than just your grades and test scores. They want to know about you as a person. What are your extracurricular activities? How do you spend time outside the classroom, right? What challenging course did you take and how well did you perform in those courses? Your personal statement, essays, and recommendation letters also play a huge role here. Strong essays and recommendation letters can help push the borderline application into the admit pile, especially if they tell a compelling story, right? Borderline application means it's not a good application and it's not a bad application. This is one thing I noticed working in admissions is that as the applications roll in, some of the applications are used as benchmark. This means the first few strong applications might set the standard for everyone else. This is another reason you should apply early, and that could work in your favor. Your application could be the one setting that bar, right? Next, your application is reviewed by multiple people. At some schools, at least 2 or 3 admissions officer will look at your file and score it. They will note everything from your academic achievement to your personal background and overall story. If the first reviewer is confident you're a great fit, your application might go straight to the admit pile. But in most cases, borderline applications are passed on to committee for further discussion. This is where things like recommendation letters, interviews, and even demonstrated interest in the school can make a difference. In many schools, the final decision is made by a committee and sometimes the admission director. This is a group of admissions officers who meet and discuss and debate the borderline cases or unique applications. If you're in this group, it's good news. They're taking a deeper look at your application. However, this is where it really gets tricky, especially if school is nearing to its cap for certain type of students, such as us as international students. So if you are an international student, the process can be a bit more complex. Many universities have a set limit of how many international students they can accept. And this is based on financial aid and resources available. That's why it's extra important for international students to apply early and complete their applications as soon as possible. So to sum it all up, College admissions is a multiple step process that involves more than just your grades and test scores. Applying early, having a complete and strong application, and standing out with your essays and extracurriculars can significantly boost your chances of getting admitted. And remember, the process is designed to be fair. But with so many applications, small things can make a big difference. Whether you're applying to a small liberal arts college or a big state school, always put your best foot forward and don't leave anything to chance. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you found this video helpful. See you next time, and as always, stay blessed and keep pursuing your dreams. Drop your comments below.